But many of us remember Christmas morning, and some of us remember the day after Christmas when you wake up and you can't believe you got the cool toys. Well, that's how I feel with this bicycle right here. I am so excited to get rocking on this thing. It's a new day. It's a beautiful day. But before we work on this thing, we got something to do. Hey, working on the cool bikes is fun and all, but hey, it's 70 degrees. It's the day of the eclipse, and it's 5:30 or so, maybe 6 o'clock. Let's at least get 15 miles in. Beautiful day for a ride. I expected this aggregate to be a little bit wet and soggy, but it is not. It's solid and dry. Beautiful spring day today. Gorgeous out here. All right, we are back from the ride. We gotta get going on this thing. I'm actually hungry. I think I'm gonna eat dinner first. Got myself a steak, and then we'll get on this. Gonna put that cog on there. Look at how pretty that is. Dang it. Nice. So we had a great dinner. We had a great ride. Really excited about the ride today. Should be a nice week. Maybe I'll get out again a couple more times. Hey, we're going to put this thing together. I guess the good question is, how much of it do I show? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime, let's get started. Let's start out with the cog. We got to lube these threads up just a little bit. This is an Everest freewheel in gold. I dig it with copper. And let's slide this baby on there. Oh, look at that. Look at this mess. Looks like we have everything we need. And we got our cranks. Here's our BB. We're going to put this BB in there. And I'm going to clean it up. I mean, the grease probably has 0 miles on it. Or maybe, 20, 30. It's just really clean. But let's do that first. Upon further examination, this is a little dirtier than I thought. So I'm glad I'm doing this. It's not filthy. It's not awful. But definitely have to make room for new dirt. So let's put this baby together. Time for a new tube of grease, man. I've been going through this stuff. That means I got too many bikes. Don't tell my wife. Okay, guys, just a little addendum to this video. Every time I overhaul a bottom bracket, I get people commenting in the comment section that I'm doing it wrong. As if I'm new. I've done this thousands of times. I would do a Campagnolo bottom bracket. Look at that cage. And I would put the cage down. Okay? And they would say, you're doing it wrong. You need to do it with the cage out. Oh, here, watch this. Oh, it's metal on metal. No bearings. Do it like this. Cage down. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Then there's a different kind of cage. It's a wider cage. You'll find this on SR, Tangy, even some Shimano and Suntour and so, but not all of them. When it's this kind of cage, it is cage out. See how that spindle fits in the inside of the cage? That's the way to do it, guys. So just to clear that up. This on, this is your bottom bracket sheath. All right, let's put her on. For those of you watching my every move, I did put a little bit of grease on the cups, on the threads. This is English threads, which means it's actually reverse threading on this side. All right, the torque spec on that is 2 grunts. Hey guys, if you missed last week's video, check it out. It's a lot of fun. We take this Condor apart, we clean it up, talk about the history of the brand and the bicycle. I think it might be worth a watch. Check it out. Now, I know some of you guys don't like this, but I just put literally a dab, just wets it, a little grease here, just a wetting. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Like a little grease on the threads here. So now we're going to adjust it with the right crank arm on. I think I could loosen this just a hair. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. Now this bike came to me with a right-handed shifter. It didn't have a front derailleur or a double chainring. So I have to change this to these. Ooh, look, pretty. Yep, that's new old stock. I'd rather not put new old stock on here because, you know, it's an older bike, but that's all I got with this style. I want it to be the correct style. So I believe the correct style is this one here with the little cable stops at the end. Not that we'll use those cable stops, but that's what I believe is on this era of bicycle, which we're guessing to be late 60s or early 70s. Oh, they look pretty. There's a stop underneath. Is there anything classier than a Campagnolo down tube shifter next to some cool scrolly looking lugs? Nah, not much. Tell me that ain't pretty. So guys, this is a 1/12 length spindle. And look at the amount of real estate I got there. It looks like a lot, doesn't it? Put in the comment section below what you think. I checked my whole other stash of spindles, and they're the same length or actually 2 to 3 millimeters longer. So yeah, check that out. Chain line doesn't look awful though. It doesn't. Now the front derailleur, I believe, have the correct vintage. My favorite is when they have the holes cut in them. Of course, I think that would be wrong for this bike. Very clean. I do want to thank Greg, the person who owned this before me. He's a man after my own heart. He has everything polished and cleaned, and it's going to go right on. Here we go. Looks good. Got someone working next door in their unit. Their garage. We call them units. I don't know why. There we go. That's about right. Now the rear derailleur is in great shape. It does need to be cleaned up, so we're just going to pull these pulleys off. Say that quick. Pull the pulleys off, and we're just going to clean this baby up a little bit. It's an 8 millimeter for the pulley, and there's a little trick. It's not really a trick. It's kind of silly actually, but you only have to do one. The other one you can do like that. Boink. Oh, these are a little gummy. Not like dirty, just it's like gum. Let's clean her up. For you camping know-it-alls, you probably noticed something about these pulleys. What is it? What do you think? What makes them so different? Put it in the comment section. I'll tell the rest of you guys in 30 seconds. Clean this up. I spared you the details of watching me wipe that down. Now with the pulleys, if you guessed what made these unique is the fact that they're not cracked. Yes, most of them crack, and I'm blessed to have 2 pulleys here that are not cracked. So we got this thing looking pretty. All I did is a little bit of clean streak. Love this stuff. And paper towel. And actually, on the serrated portions, I used a little bit of a Mr. Clean Magic eraser. Works really well. guys, no pun intended, but I've been wrenching over, that's bad. I've been wrenching over this for a week. Here's the cockpit. We got some Chinelli bars, beautiful bars. The orange tape is coming off because we're gonna replace it with orange tape. Why? Because when do you get to use orange tape? And when do you get to find orange tape? It was in the collection, and Greg had some in there, so I'm excited about that. But here's the problem. It came with this beautiful Chinelli step. And I found this in the collection. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. It's the Condor etching. It's the same etching that's in the seat post. And I'm thinking, you're thinking, what are you worried about? Well, it's a little long for me. I did the measurements, but you know what? I'm going with a longer stem. Why? Because where else am I going to use this thing? And I'm going to be displaying this at the Auburn Cord Museum bike show that's coming up in June. Please come to that. Check that out. Look at the link in the description below. That is going to be a great event, and they're going to be judging bikes there. I'm going to have 4 of them there, so I'm really excited about that. But this bike's going to be there. How can I display it without this stem? So let's put it on. Hey guys, check out these end caps. GB. I don't think I've ever seen these before. High quality caps. I almost got a little flippant with it and started, grabbing it and pulling it. And I realized what I had here. I had to be gentle. I'm going to reuse those. Some of you may have wondered how dried out these are. I'll give you a hint. Watch this. They are munched. Get a load of this. Look at the difference. This is hidden underneath a layer. Stay focused. Look at that. Yeah, it's munched. It's dry as could be. It's just crumbling. Take off these levers so we can remove these bars and change that stem. Look at that. It's a 7mm. Turns out there was one in the tool kit that belonged to this bike. Mr. Brooks, thanks so much for being prepared. Now, if you don't know who this Mr. Brooks is, check out my last full video. I did a reveal on this collection, and I went down to Tennessee to pick it up. And you'll learn all about the man who owned these bicycles, and someone I wish I would have known. And it was great meeting Naomi. She showed me the collection and allowed me to purchase it. No, the whole family was very gracious, so very, very proud to have these bikes, and wow, I don't know what to say. Now, some of you are familiar with what I'm doing here. I got some hot water with a little bit of soap, and I put the hoods in there, and what that does is softens them up a little bit, makes them a little more pliable, a little more slippery, makes them easier to slip on. I'll let them sit in there just for a little bit. Some say this is overkill. Some people think you don't have to soak them, and you probably don't. I do it only because it makes it marginally easier. You just gotta make sure that these little sharp edges don't catch the inside of the rubber. So you have to keep kind of moving them around. And you gotta put the top on. Boink. Ta-da. Perfect. Now, some of you guys might ask, why in the world would I put orange tape with white hoods on a bike like this? And the answer is, I don't have an answer. Let's be clear, I don't have an answer. But it's going to look good. Where else can you put orange tape? And I would have to delay this project quite a while to put different hoods on, because I thought I had different color hoods. I don't. But actually, I think white might work with this white paint here. So we're going to give it a shot. And, nothing is glued on here. So if something isn't right, well, I shouldn't say that. The tape is glued on. But anyways, if we don't like it, we can always change it. Now, the orange tape came with the collection. You guys, if you saw my last video, you saw me pull it out. And they had yellow tape in there, this really off gray. It's all Trestle Star, which is decent stuff. It doesn't stretch like the cat eye, but it does a decent job. So let's see what this looks like when I'm done. I'll show you. It's tight, guys. I gotta figure this out. Well, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I reworked that about 5 times. That plug is just a hair too thick. I was able to get it in there. Looks pretty. But man, I love these vintage cabs. And guess what? The orange and white turned out pretty darn good. Now, I have black cables. Oh no, I have gray cables. I think I'm gonna use the existing cables. So let's tape the other side and string her up. Okay, we're gonna call this bike the Dreamsicle. Because yeah, look at that. Actually, I kind of like it. You know, should I go to brown hoods or just keep these? You know, Boulder Bicycle has some that are like a very rubbery brown. I hate a messy workbench. Yep, that looks a lot better. Let's get this started here. I'm gonna take these babies apart. In this video, I'm not going to get too involved with all the cleaning and polishing, but I will start by degreasing everything. Then you just wipe everything down. There's 2 things going on here. One is cleanliness and degreasing, and the other is what kind of polish do you want on the components. So if you look at this, I didn't put any polish on it. And being this is a 1970 through 73 bicycle, I think that patina is just fine. So I'm not going to polish it. I'm just going to get rid of the grease. Now this here I like to clean up. I don't know if you know this, but you can put a 10 millimeter on either way. But 10 millimeter fits the rest of the body there. You take your 7 and away you go. Off she comes. Actually, with a wipe down, this doesn't look bad. Same thing with this piece here. Well, this bolt wasn't in bad shape. It's not perfect, but you know what? Once again, it's a 70s bike. Let's put this together. So with that little bit of oil on the ground, we'll put this thing together. A washer. Put the finger in the oil and just put that in there. So it's not a lot of oil. I'm just wetting my finger. It's all I'm doing. So the surface has some product on it. That's all. Got that. This baby here. This thing. Ta-da! Ha! I put the spring on backwards. I'm a professional. There we go. Now I'm a true professional. Look at that. Well, you think that's bad. Look at this one. See something wrong with that? Anyone? Anyone? I didn't do that. So this piece here, once again, my oily fingers. Don't need a lot of lubricant there. Let's put this quick release back on, which keys in like that. See that key? This baby here goes right in here. Nut on the other side. Story of my life. Ta-da! I'll do the other break off camera. You know, you saw me start to put the pedal on, and I realized I didn't push the pin in on the chain. You didn't see me put the chain on either. I was checking the length, and I figured, you know, it's on there. I'll just leave it on there. So, push this pin in, we'll loosen up that link, and we'll be in good shape. Okay guys, all we have to do now is string it up. Love a day like this. 70 something degrees outside. The garage door is open and life's good. You know, I think I'll just go for a bike ride though. It's beautiful out. I'll take a break and I'll come back. All right, string this baby up. These are new cables. All right, we're gonna put a little bit of grease on the cable here because this is unlined casing. I like this interesting guide there's here. You know what? No matter how many times I work on bikes like this, it never gets old for me. And I've been doing this 40 years, and I probably have 30, at least 30 Campagnolo equipped bikes, and I just don't get bored of it. I don't know why. I just don't. No, I'm going to hook these brake cables up, but you know what? I've succumbed to peer pressure. I have the correct hoods coming for this soon. You may see me reverse this whole action and put the correct gum hoods on. So yeah, I was told that white did not exist in the gum hoods until a certain year. And also too, this has the shield. It doesn't have the, I guess the World logo on it. So, you know, far be it from me to break with tradition and put the right stuff on. So we'll have to unwrap that to about here to get these new hoods on. But I'm not sure if those hoods are coming in time for the reveal of this bike. So guess what? We'll put up with this for now. Well, when it comes to the cables, I don't have to guess where everything goes. You can see the notch here in the casing and the yellowing on the frame. Well guys, here's the next project. It's a Harry Quinn. I believe it's from 1980. And we are going to rebuild this baby in the next video. And I just think it needs general cleaning and tuning and new tires and tubes. I think we're going to clean this baby up. We're going to replace the hoods, where these are dry as all heck. Now the tape, what should I do? Should I do black tape? I also have like a silver cloth, which is really rare. I actually have silver cloth. What do you guys think? Put that in the comment section below. Or should I do red? Should I do a contrast? Let me know in the comments. But in the meantime, I cannot wait to get this thing ready to go and take her for a ride. It's a cloudy day, and I want to do this outside. So here's what we get. We have a gloomy day, but we have a beautiful bicycle. I am so excited about this thing. Cannot wait to get on it. And it's just gorgeous. Look at this thing. Large flange hubs. I think the rims we're going to keep because I want to stick with clinchers, but it's beautiful. Those hoods are going to be changed. Those are going to be gum hoods at the end of the day. Got the seat set to the correct height. Love that Everest freewheel and the Regina chain. And I'm going to put dust caps. I know some of you guys are anti-dust cap-ites, but I am not. I actually like the dust caps. Gives it a clean look. So, hey, thanks for sticking through this video till the end. I greatly appreciate it. Tell me what you think about this thing in the comments section below. It helps the algorithms. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next video.